Arizona, as sweet as Arizona. I love you in the morning.
Hi everybody and welcome back to my podcast. Today I invited model Arselajda to come on the show. She is from Albania and lives in Brooklyn, New York now. Arsi has worked on campaigns for W Magazine, Paper Magazine, Makeup Forever, and Soko Glam, just to name a few. And I'm super happy to have you here today to ask you all the things I and other people want to know about the modeling industry, how it is to be a model here in New York, and the life of a model and challenges. So welcome to High Creative Mind.
Thank you, Shiva. Thank you
It's
so
really
much.
good to see you. I haven't seen you in
I
forever.
know.
So I've been introduced to you by a very close friend from Germany, and you knew her from Albania. And then when I moved to Brooklyn, I think the first week coming out here, I did a photo shoot with you, and you just sent me or connected me to everyone you knew, like photographers or stylists or makeup artists, so that I can, hit the road running here and start like creating things when I moved from LA. I want to dive in right away and start asking you about, just see your perspective of like how it is being a model here in America, because I know you come from, Europe, and then touch on that and also cover your background immigrating here, your personal struggles and growth and all of the good stuff. So let's start maybe with talking about a little bit more about you, something I didn't mention. You grew up in Albania. Maybe start sharing how life was like growing up there.
Well, life there was, not as easy. I had to go through a lot in life to be where I'm at, and I'm still, struggling because I'm an immigrant here. Life in Albania was totally different. It's a different culture, a different mentality of life, a different environment, I would say. So I had to develop, and I had to have better mentality and better, thinking about humans and treating them differently, because they are a little bit strict because they've been part of a communism regime for 50 years. Not my generation, but my parents' generation. Even though my mom is super cool, I had to go past that, past that mentality and have a different, mentality, approach and, mindset about life. So I grew up with my mom and my brother. She's a math professor, which I love her so much. And I actually saw her a month ago. I went to Kosovo.
What?
Yes, I went to Kosovo. I saw my mom after 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I went to Pristina. And
how is it there? Because it's very different now, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm from Albania originally, but Kosovo, we Albanian people, we know Kosovo is Albania, which is an Albanian territory, and now is an independent country because it's been in war 20 years ago.
Yeah, I remember when I lived in Europe, it was always war in Kosovo.
Yeah, it was war in Kosovo, and for me going to Kosovo after 5 years, I really felt freedom, and it was a very beautiful moment to see my mom and my brother all grown up, and my mom getting older, but she's so beautiful. It was just, I was completely numb. I couldn't even process those feelings at that moment.
How long were you there for?
I was there for 12 days, yeah. Wow. I was in Pristina for 12 days, and it felt home. It felt home, and I really love that city, and I can't wait to go back.
This is the first time you went back since you moved out to America, right?
Yeah, first time. First time I was in an airplane that was across the, Atlantic from America ever.
Wow.
From America to Europe, but I got from Europe, but I never left the country in those 5 years. But it was the first time. It was so fucking amazing.
I'm sure it must have been also you probably going back and maybe also realizing you are a different person now too.
Yeah, absolutely. That was life-changing experience. I've always thought through these 5 years that I was never going to make it back to my home country, and I actually went back. I went
Why
back
did
to
you
Kosovo.
think that you wouldn't make it back?
Because I already knew that I was going to end up living here, and I knew that the immigration process here is not as easy. It's not that, easy to make a living here and be granted. And
I think for people to understand, once you apply for certain things, for immigration or whatever it is, at least in my case, it was like that for different visas, you're not allowed to travel or leave the country while it's pending, right?
No, you're not allowed. I mean, if you're seeking for immigration benefits, you're not allowed to leave the country, and it's a very, very big struggle out there.
So you had already in your mind was set on, I probably won't make it back.
Not in the beginning, to be honest, but during the time that I was living here, not in the beginning. I was, I had so many thoughts in my mind when I moved here. I didn't even know what I was gonna do. Like I was literally with my cousin in Brooklyn, stayed at her for a month. I didn't know, I had no service. I had my iPad with no service, so I had to go to the subway station and get Wi-Fi. So I get to go and find the right subway stops, and I went up to the whole different direction in subway and But during the time, I did think that I had to leave here, and I found a lawyer, and I had to go through the process. It wasn't easy at all, but now I'm granted. It's
That's amazing.
I know,
Congratulations.
thank you so much.
I feel like we should sing the national anthem.
Well,
I'm not going that far now.
God bless America.
Yes. And only America.
God bless the world, to be honest. It's
But I wonder, from when you left Albania and came here to do modeling, right? Yeah. That's what you wanted to do?
I was actually working in a restaurant at first.
But did you want to pursue modeling?
Not really.
You just came out here for a better life.
Yeah, for a better life.
Okay.
To have a better life and help my family financially.
Okay, so when you left, the identity you had in Albania, what were you known for? Who did you identify as before you stepped across, made that move across the ocean? Who were you? Who was Arsi?
Arsi always been a person that always had empathy since, growing up, and thanks to my mom, I've had always empathy, and I've always cared about other people's feelings, and I've always been close to my friends. Arsi was just a young, very, very young, naive girl in Albania that really didn't know a lot about human behaviors and having to deal with life being alone. I was living with my mom in the capital there and my brother, so I didn't really know what I had to take to get all the things and be alone and get to understand life. So even though I was studying social sciences and I was working on TV, I had no idea what was real life.
Yeah,
to be
until
honest.
you came here.
Until I came here with one luggage, and then I was like, oh, this is real life. Now I love my mom a million times more.
I think if you realize that anywhere in the world, it's New York. New York gives you that.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Because it's not as, they really do sell an illusion out there. It's not as, Sex in the City.
Or Friends.
Or Broad City, Maybe Broad City pretty much.
I don't watch that.
Yeah. Actually, Broad City is more real because it's more real.
I think that's why I don't watch it.
Yeah, well, it's Broad City really explains the struggle out there, but no, it was not what I thought about.
Okay, so then you were that girl, and you came here. How did that change your identity? And wasn't it also a way where you were like, okay, this is hard as fuck, but also I can be whoever I want to be here. Nobody knows me here. I can be a completely new person. Did you ever think that way?
No. I never thought I was gonna be it felt like it was a newborn, which, you know, it's like
Rebirth?
like, yeah, like it was a new, like, I felt new, you know, I felt different, of course, but I always carried my identity here, even though it was a cultural shock.
Yeah, that's the thing. What was your first biggest cultural shock, other than language and, you know,
of course it was, I thought I knew English very well, even though I was studying English with Peace Corps back home.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had no idea what some people would say, you know, like...
You needed subtitles.
Yeah, it was this, you know, slang, and I was just like, I ate the first bagels, I ate the first tacos, you know, first sushi. I didn't even know how to, like, carry the chopsticks,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like, just had no idea, like... I didn't know, like, being nice or too nice to people was a little bit, you know, like, wow.
That's New York, yeah.
Yeah, she's so nice, you know.
Yeah.
Like, why is she smiling like that, you know? She's, you know. And then I learned the word creepy for the first time. Oh, she's creepy. Yeah, so she is creepy.
You're not creepy anymore.
Oh.
You're like, yes.
Yeah.
But so the food and the people are just like their mannerisms. That was your biggest culture shock.
Yeah.
And you came out to New York. I think for me, I was on the East Coast first in DC, and then moved to the West Coast, to San Diego, like small town places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the South or Midwest, whatever Kentucky is considered to be.
Yeah.
And then LA, and then New York. So I feel like it's the biggest shock you can have coming from where you came from straight to New York, to Brooklyn, you know? Because in the Midwest, people are still very friendly, very chill, easygoing. You were just in LA, so you kind of know the differences to New York, right?
Yeah.
So this must have been like
I actually
crazy transition.
I don't like to stereotype, but I, like, right now, like, I tried Midwest, West Coast, I tried the South, I tried, you know, and I can only fit in the East Coast for some reason. Yeah. Maybe because I'm used to it, but I feel people here are more real, and they'll tell you what's up, you know, and then you start carrying that attitude.
That's so true.
That New York attitude, that New York lifestyle deep down, you know, so it's kind of hard to, like, go to a new place and get settled, you know, and just,
Tell me about it, I know. All right, so tell me, who was there a person that encouraged you to pursue modeling?
My cousin that lives in Brooklyn, and my friends always wanted, you know, for me to work as a model, and I was working in a coffee shop actually in Brooklyn, and I was, you know, learning how to become a barista, and I was, you know, I really never really been that attached to modeling. I never thought I was going to make it into modeling, and I did. I saw that people really supported me, like, physically, I would say, because I was tall. I mean, I'm tall, and then they're like, you're right to be a model, but I really had no idea what it would take to be a model.
So you had no prior modeling experience in Albania?
Couple stuff, like more like bridal, because like market there is very different.
Print and bridal?
Print, not too much print, but there's a lot of magazines out there, and actually they do a great job right now. There's so
what
many.
Did you do in TV?
Oh, I was a showgirl.
What is a showgirl?
For this bingo show. It's called Telebingo on
So you
Plan
carry
TV.
the things?
Yeah, I would carry the things. Like in Italian they call it velina. So in Albanian we got that from like the Italian media.
God.
Yeah, so it's like velina.
Cool.
So we have the same word because.
But nothing like modeling, like
not
here
really. No. Not like, you know, I have a portfolio and I'm going to castings. No, none of that. None of that. But it was really, it taught me how to, like, you know, behave in front of a camera, which I would look at myself every time on YouTube. I would be like, why am I looking on the screen? Like, I'm not supposed to look on the screen when the red light is flashing. I have to look to the red light, you know. But it was great. It really taught me a lot, and it's one of the biggest, you know, TV channels in Albania. I would say maybe the biggest one right now.
Wow, that's
I have
amazing.
the biggest shows out there.
So you came here with somewhat of a skill set, like knowing the camera, knowing how to move in front of the camera, right?
To be honest, I took that experience very as a great experience, but I never thought I was gonna be part of the entertaining industry.
Okay.
I just straight up came as an immigrant and to support my family. That's the real goal of an immigrant. That was your that's the real
objective to come here.
Yeah, I mean that's the most if you ask a lot of refugees and a lot of people out there across the border, or they come with an airplane, or any kind of way they need to improve their life. That's the biggest reason they want to support their family and they support themselves.
So how was it for your first casting when you decided, okay, I'm going to give this modeling thing a shot?
Yeah, I actually just started submitting pictures online because my Albanian photographer friend that lives in Italy took some digits, and I submitted them into New York agencies. And then I had a couple agencies reaching out. And the first time, the first impression I had to lose weight. That was something that really, it was a bad trigger, I would say. I was looking at myself differently, but they were promising so much. They were oh yeah, we're gonna get you signed, and you have to be, in shape. That was the first taste I got from it. So it was, and I took it very seriously. I was I heard all these beautiful words, so I was going to be, next superstar kind of, type of thing. But first casting, I never made it for I didn't get booked for 3 months, I would say, because I was developing myself, because my old pictures that I would take with New York Film Academy and SVA students that weren't as strong. So, because on the side, before I started modeling, I was doing other, I was supporting students, creatives.
Just because you're very into, from how I know you, you're very into just art in general, different mediums of art, and also up-and-coming artists.
Yeah, I always
You always told me you love to, collaborate and support, up-and-coming artists. And not just, hunt for the big names, but be in the community.
In the community and support, just
which is
this
amazing.
is not me who do you know and I'm trying to get something out of I want to support people as much as I can. Yeah. And maybe that's one of the things that I had to face into modeling. It was who do I know? Who should I meet? Who should I who should I be friends with in,
you think that should have been something you considered more, or should have been more calculated about?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I faced depression, chronic depression from it. I was looking at myself differently. I genuinely was not happy, and I think it's pretty, I'm going to say it because, I think on my end is right. It's very dehumanizing, because letting all these young, beautiful women out there know that they have to get in shape. It takes a lot mentally to process that, and they just say it and they don't even have that empathy about other people's thoughts and feelings, Yeah. So a lot of these Asians do not have empathy, and it's kind of against my identity, as I mentioned earlier, you have to have empathy. But I understand it's the industry, but
I was just gonna say, a lot of times when certain negative things or aspects are about, modeling or whatever, stylist, designer, whatever it is, people just end up saying that's just the nature of the business, that's just the nature of the industry. But at the same time, just because something has been the way it is, it doesn't mean that you can't try to change things for the better. Right. For like you said, a more human, bring a more human aspect to it. Right. Okay, fine. If you want to do this, you have to be a certain size, but there's still a way to approach things. There is a way to deal with the model as a human being, as opposed to just that object, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's very right. And I'm not I want to be that person that talks about it. I don't have that power to like change the industry.
But talking about it,
I definitely want to spread the word out there. And a lot of girls that modeled there, they've been writing books and like had interviews, and there is a dark side about it. That maybe a lot of things they're not really mentioned in media for to be confident, and they have to respect their contracts.
That's true. So for you, when you came out here and start working, are there any experiences that you felt that's another thing you want to put out there and talk about that were negative and based on your looks or your background, your race, your body?
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't like, I was, getting older and getting like curvier, because I'm a woman. And they would always make, comments about my body shape. Always. And
it's so funny. We say it's the nature of the business that certain things are a certain way, but that same business doesn't embrace or accept that a woman goes through natural processes in her body.
What is very in contradict, it's that they might promote that they'll represent talents regardless their body shape, but inside like they will give comments, so that's like something that I really don't get. Like, you're already promoting talents and representing diversity, you're representing talents that
and body positivity,
with all this body positivity, but inside the office you're already giving comments to another model. So I don't find it I don't really find it real. I would say.
What does it take? What would you say for other people, other girls, young girls coming out here or anywhere to try to be in this industry and model and, be passionate about it? But what does it take to know that these are the challenges you will have to face? You will go through this. It will be like a trigger to you and who you feel you are as a person, and it's going to do all of these negative things to you. How do you prepare yourself for that?
I want to tell everybody that will probably watch this podcast, and young girls that want to really make it, I would tell them to focus on education. Education, it really helps you understand life better, like reading and stuff like that. So do not have modeling as a priority. I don't think it should be a priority, because it has really changed. It's not like back in the early 2000s that you're like, there was a chance for you to make it. Like, now it's even harder, and that will lead you to to more and more to more like being not happy and like not maybe having the right light out there, and just getting to know what's really going on. Like you're just lost and confused. So modeling, it's not easy. I think they just need to focus, have another priority in life.
But how do you become successful at it if you're not prioritizing it? Like, it has to be, if you can't make it your number one priority.
That's what I'm saying, like before, like it's hard to make it, and I don't want to sound pessimistic, and
but you do.
Yeah, I do, but I do. Yeah, I probably do. I do probably sound pessimistic, but maybe it's just like my opinion. But I would just say that it shouldn't be.
So you think,
because it's only a 5% out there that they'll be successful, and they need to know that,
But it's similar to me. If a musician would say that's the same. It's very, very slim the chances that you really make it and make that your full-time thing. But
but it's not as dehumanizing, trust me. It's not as you're a musician, but you're not you might be criticized about like getting the right vocals and like working hard on your vocals, and you have something that is given, a real talent. Modeling is not about that.
You don't think modeling is a talent, like a given talent? You think it's just the body and how you were born?
It is absolutely. It's something given. It's a gift. I mean, not modeling, but all of
your appearance.
All your appearance, your look, it's a gift. It's not just about modeling, you know? But, you know, they need to just focus on their, you know, the other things. That's all I have to say.
So for you, what is the other thing you're focusing on?
Right now, I want to study psychology. So I've started my, you know, my registration for college, and
That's
one of the
amazing.
biggest projects I need to do and I want to work on is support immigrants, support refugees, becoming a great, you know, I've studied psychotherapy and like being a social worker as well, and travel. And I really want to also go back to Kosovo and help and support all my generation that have been through war.
That suffered.
It's that post-trauma disorder that they have. It's present, you know, and I feel that that's gonna uplift me and make me better, you know.
And you feel like you're doing more of like a purposeful thing in your life?
I feel so. I mean, I'm turning 25, and I don't feel like I'm that naive anymore, because I really took it seriously. It's not that I'm not doing it right now. I mean, I'm not signed currently, but I'm just focused on things that really matter in life and things that will make me better and feel better, you know?
Happier.
And happier, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so funny, because I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm doing the podcast, is because I didn't feel the fulfillment from styling or designing. I love it. It's in my heart and core and soul, and I will always do it because it's part of me, but it doesn't bring me the happiness long term.
Exactly.
It brings me the happiness when I'm on set doing something. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I'm like, what's after? You
right.
know? So
what's
for
after?
you, that was one of my questions. What's next after modeling? But now that you said it, this is what you're doing. And it's amazing.
Yeah. You know, like modeling has also like great things out there to do, because you network with like great, like, you know, like
other artists
and makeup artists, and you travel and you know great people, and you know meet people, and you know people that, you know, they're probably not going to be as nice. And
would you say you need an agency as a model nowadays with Instagram and everything, or what do you think for people that are trying to do this modeling thing right now? What would you say?
Just, you know, just feel like a goddess. Just feel beautiful. Love yourself. Spread, you know, be confident. And even if you like doing Instagram and you want to, you know, through your body, through your physics, and you want to inspire people, you know, you want to work also, you know, maybe you can, like, Instagram is a great platform, you know. I don't think you necessarily need like an agency nowadays. I mean, professionally, yes. Like, I would say yes, because like agencies will, it's easier because it's like a third party out there that's gonna like handle things for you and manage you. You know what I mean? So, and you're gonna be exposed to like the biggest clients in the industry. While more like Instagram, it's more kind of commercial and startups and like big names out there, you know, that maybe will book you. Depends on your followers.
But you would say it's good if you don't have an agency or you don't have a book yet, to definitely start on Instagram and try to shoot with a lot of people.
And also, you know, on Instagram, I've met so many like great artists as well, great photographers, makeup artists. Like, if you think that that's a thing that you want to do, and you want to like push yourself hard, you know, you need to like do that, you know, like network with people and students that are studying photography, fashion photography, and do all those things. Yeah,
that's really good. I wanted to ask you, one, it's great like what you're doing next, and I can't wait to see where this new chapter and journey takes you. Also, I want to thank you for being that supportive person, an artist that I remember when I moved out here, I contacted some people that I knew, and you were one of the ones that like literally bombarded me with messages on Instagram connecting me to people that you know, and I appreciate that, because it's not a given that people in the industry try to look out for you or like connect you to people, you know. So that, and then I also wanted to know, is there something like another skill you have? that you want to share that people don't know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm actually writing music.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a singer?
Yeah, I'm a singer.
Oh my God, sing.
Okay, I wanna put the headphones on so I can
Okay, but in English, and can you speak Albanian,
Albanian.
right?
Okay, so there's a song because I'm like
Is this still recording?
Yes, I think it's recording.
Okay, perfect.
So I love Erykah Badu, so right now I'm like,
Yes, honey.
I want to just, song, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If you rest by his image, then call us by your name. Must intellect, so not believing of it.
Wow. That last part was her. Oh my God. That was good.
Or like this. Hold on, because I look.
Wait. Can you do Albanian, please? So I want people to hear the language.
Oh, okay.
A song.
Okay,
it can be
song.
famous or yours. Or...
Oh, Dafina. Hi, yo nunca cocina, yo nunca. I don't even know, like, right now.
What song is this?
This is Dafina. That's my favorite Albanian singer. She has this other song that's called Chata Jekka Consumer. Hayde makne, veç njo eke, e ti për mua je, hayde makne,
Wow! Oh my God! That was amazing.
I love listening to, like, was it good?
Everything. No, I loved it.
Okay, you need to cut that part of, like, other songs. You need to cut that part from other songs.
Okay, I will.
I'm kidding.
No, that was amazing. So what is that song about? What did you just sing?
So, like, Hayde Makne means, like, come closer, just because I'm the only one, because I'm the only great, I'm like, just come closer, you tell a guy that you're, like, you're just hanging out.
So what do you listen to? What kind of music do you listen to?
I love neo soul and Albanian music and Afro beats. I love Afro beats.
I see your influences are also very broad. You take a lot of inspiration from different things, right? Who's your favorite musician?
Favorite musician? Absolutely Beyonce. Beyonce, and we got the same birthday. We're Virgos.
What is it?
September 4th.
Okay, I should have known. Wasn't that her album? Or something?
4. Oh my God, I had to go so much. I mean, we went to this shopping mall in Albania. I saw the album and I was begging my mom to get that album. I was like, Mom, this is my birthday. Yeah, she was always like talking about her birthday, like when I found out about that, I always like be talking. Yeah. Every time everybody asks me when is your birthday, I say Beyonce's birthday.
And people know when it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we gotta wrap soon, but let me get to the last part. What I want to do, I have a segment called "Tell Me About It," and it's 11 random questions, like quick fire questions, and just answer whatever comes to your mind. Ready?
Ready.
How do you say ready in Albanian?
Gati. Say ajeni gati.
Ajeni gati.
Oh, Tirana, Pristina, ajeni gati. This is very like my accent. What do you know? Faleminderit. Oh, wow. Mir. Ajeni gati.
Ajeni gati. Okay. Number 1, someone you look up to.
My mom.
Number 2, window or aisle seat on the plane?
Oh, window seat. And it's Erykah Badu song, Window Seat. And actually, I have to get window seat all the time.
Okay. Got it. Beyonce.
No, it was actually not about Beyonce.
No, I know. I'm calling you Beyonce.
No, don't call me Beyonce. Don't call me Beyonce.
Okay, number 3, savory or sweet?
Oh, sweet.
Number 4, worst gig you ever had? The worst job.
The worst job?
Say it.
Okay. This like I'll be in like fashion events with like my evening gowns. Cheesy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I love them, but it was just cheesy, you know?
Okay, number 5, West Coast or East Coast?
East Coast, baby.
Yeah. That was very fast.
Coast.
Number 6, a book you would recommend everyone to read?
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Okay, I think, is it an orange cover?
Yeah, from
okay,
Mark Manson.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7, what is your favorite language or a language you would want to know?
My favorite language is Albanian. It's Indo-European. There's no family in the language. It's the most poetic.
Actually, Farsi is very poetic too.
Of course.
We can fight about this.
We can fight about this. How about that? No, Albanian is definitely my favorite language because it's not.
What's a language you would want to know?
Japanese.
You know, I think everyone I've been asking on the show has said Japanese.
I don't know.
People have this fascination with Japanese.
Arigato gozaimasu. Like hiragana, katakana. You know, that's all I know. Konnichiwa. I think it's adorable because, you know, I grew up with, like, you know, Japanese animation stuff. Like Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Number 8. Do you have a plan B?
What do you mean with plan B?
I mean, modeling was your plan.
Oh,
A,
yeah.
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 Or is the psychology?
Psychology, writing music, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going for plan B right now.
It's a plan B all the way, baby.
Okay. What is your, when it comes to modeling, what is your goal or dream collaboration that you would still like to do?
Still like to do?
With someone. Who would you like to collaborate with?
I would love to, like, collaborate again with Selkie. It's like this friend that I worked already, and I would love to work with them again.
So you already did your dream collaboration.
Yeah, I already did it, and I would love to do it again.
Amazing.
Because it's from one of my good photographer friends, Kimberly Gordon, and she promotes body positivity, and she put that into clothing.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
That's pretty cool. Number 10, the biggest hurdle you had to overcome so far in life.
I've been hurt a lot.
What's a big obstacle that you really had to overcome?
Being granted as an immigrant, for sure. That's been, like, the biggest.
So just waiting for your status.
Yeah, just waiting every day and, like, going to, like, the mailbox every day just to, you know, wait for, like,
crazy.
Receipts from USCIS. And the crazy thing is, like, you don't know when you're going to get it. You just wait.
If you're going to get it.
No, if you're going to get it, but even for the next, you know, appointment or the next thing going on, you don't know when is that event going to happen.
And the thing
so
is,
you're like waiting without having no information, and that builds anxiety, you know.
Yeah, you can't even call and ask how long is it taking or anything.
You can definitely call them, and you can call your lawyer, but they don't know.
No, I'm saying it's not. No one's gonna give you an answer.
No one is gonna give you, like, a date. Yeah. Absolutely not.
All right, last one. What makes you happy or excites you daily? What is something that's exciting to you?
Writing, absolutely. Writing, yeah, I love writing. Because all those like thoughts that I'm processing in my mind, when I put them
down on paper.
In paper, it really helps. It really helps to process them easily, you know.
That's amazing. Well, that was 11 questions.
Yeah. From Ayenigati. From Ayenigati. Falimderis. From
Arigato gozaimasu.
No, Zemer. Zemer means sweetheart, like heart, like sweetheart. Okay. But Zemer means heart, but we say Zemer to people.
Okay.
Like,
you know what? I'm actually probably going back to Albania this summer too.
Oh.
I think I told you, I've been, like, from Tirana to down to the beach to Dermi and stuff. And I know I've heard it changed a lot. It's a lot more commercial now, and they have functioning roads and streets now. But I think I'm going back, so I might need a couple more words to learn before I go.
The South is beautiful.
No, I know. I was in shock when I went that this looks like the Caribbean, and people don't know about this place.
Yeah.
Like, everyone, I mean, I'm sure tourism has picked up now because I heard they have, like, clubs that are kind of like in Mallorca or in Ibiza.
Yeah. I love to party out there. Yeah.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country that know, when I tell, or when people ask me and I say, I've been to Albania, they're like, where is Albania? I don't know. And it's so gorgeous. It's crazy that it's not known, you know?
I know.
But anyway, I'm so happy I had you on this show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shiva.
No, babe, I like the way it is. It feels like Arizona.